Well, good morning. Oh, you are up and at 'em this morning. I didn't even get a chance to get on and say good morning. And Julie Purcell is already saying good morning to each and every one of you. That is what I love about this community. You are all so kind to each other. And that's what's grown here over the last year. If you're new to the show, welcome. It is the Real Monica Adams Show. And we are just going to kind of recap and just sit in the glory of God from yesterday. If you didn't get a chance to come down, you missed out on what is now my favorite show that we've done live since we started this in March of last year in 2023. We celebrated yesterday with Marianne Graff, who owns Just Be Kind Cafe and Coffee Bar. That is in DeSoto at 426 South Main Street. I'm going to recap some of the pictures, and there's just so much to go through. If anybody took any pictures yesterday, by the way, as you came down, or any back behind the scenes videos, do us a favor and send that to our team, info@TheRealMonicaAdams.com. I'd love to continue to spread the love and the kindness. Main Street was absolutely packed yesterday, and the goodies, whoo, that woman can bake. Marianne, by the way, she's so humble, so kind, and truly the epitome of what I think a mayor or somebody in a high level official needs to be in government, because that woman knows how to change the world. And she's doing that. She brought so many people together, not just to come in and get coffee and tea and the baked goods, but to spread the spirit of community. And hopefully you had a chance to see that. We talked to some of the students. We had the DeSoto band there, the jazz ensemble band that was there. We had a leadership team. We had the food pantry. I mean, on and on and on. So many great organizations, and I thank all of them for being a part of yesterday's show. If you missed it, we'll recap that just a little bit. I'm going to give you a really cool shoulder workout today. I'm going to show you some videos, since I'm not down in the gym, that I took, and it is 4 exercises, 4 sets through of 12 reps. So get ready for that. Let me know if you want to do it this morning, or if you just want me to run through it. You can hang on to the workout and you can do it later, because one of the things we've been talking about is bringing back my Monica's Motivational Moments, which were really, really popular when we were going through the pandemic when I was at Channel 5. We did that for a couple of years. I know a lot of you enjoyed having those to do while you're at home, or maybe you're short on time. You can do like a 15-minute workout or a half hour or a full-blown hour. This one probably could take you 30 to 45 minutes, depending on how much resting time you have. So I'm going to give you some fitness motivation. We're going to recap that show. We're going to talk about Moulin Rouge, which I had a chance to see last night at the Fabulous Fox. How many of you saw that movie? My husband had not seen the movie with Nicole Kidman and Ewan McGregor, that Baz Luhrmann movie, which I loved. I thought they did a great job. Wait till you hear about last night's show. And I don't want to spoil too much if you're getting ready to go to that sometime this week, but do a recap of that, and then some forward momentum of big things that we have, including something tonight at 4:00 this afternoon. I'll tell you where you can join us if you haven't had a chance to come to one of our live shows or a meet and greet, and then some big ones that are coming up next week. But before we do that, let's do some weather for you. Let's give you the bottom line if you have to head off to work, so that you know severe storms are possible just west of St. Louis, and that'll be from 3 p.m., time frame about 3 p.m. to 8 p.m. Now, that the storms will actually be losing steam as they move into the metro. Maybe some lingering showers. I'm looking out my window right now. It just looks amazing. It doesn't look like it's going to rain, but lingering showers and some rumbles later tonight. So what do we say? When thunder roars, stay indoors. You don't want to be driving out in it. So your evening commute could be affected. Just want you to know that. Again, it's going to start to rumble to the west, and then we could see it moving into St. Louis in that 3 o'clock to 8 o'clock time frame. If today is what you need to know before you have to rush off, by midday, 77, you're going to have mostly sunny skies like what we're seeing right now. It's absolutely beautiful. By noon, some increasing clouds start to come in. 82 degrees by noon. Now, at 3 o'clock this afternoon, our high, it's going to be a warm one, by the way. Get that sunscreen on. 87, strong storms, as I mentioned, out to the west. And then by 6 p.m., strong storms staying mainly west, and 82. But 87 for a high, and the record on this day, by the way, is 91. So that's today's planner. As we go into the weekend, in fact, for the next several days, we've got this huge wet pattern, and we're going to talk with our aspiring meteorologist Beckett Moore tomorrow to take us into this pattern. But 77 for your high tomorrow with a 40% chance of rain. And then we're just talking about rain in 82, rain in 78 on Sunday, getting into Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. expect rain and pretty much that pattern of 80s, low to mid 80s. Again, that is your forecast, and what the weather, which is what we do with aspiring meteorologist Beckett Moore, will come up for you tomorrow. All right, you're seeing it on the bottom of the screen. Do us a favor. Every time you're inspired by these shows, I want you to share and like and follow the live stream. And the live streams, by the way, for those people that you tell, hey, this show that I've been talking about that I love, you can watch it on Facebook. If you get the response, I'm not on Facebook, tell them they can watch on YouTube. A lot of people can watch on YouTube, and all they need to do is follow that page. Tell them to subscribe, which is clicking to follow, so that they can know when we have gone on live. If they want to watch on Instagram, I'm on Instagram. If they want to watch on Rumble, and a lot of people told me, Monica, you got to be on Rumble. We're on Rumble and we are on X. So boom, 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 boom. And today is Thursday. So if you follow the show, you know that we give you a bonus. So besides the talk show that we also have an audio podcast. So you can hear the message of positivity. And today's will be dropping for you in about 50 minutes. And it's going to be with Richard Melching, who is with, I say Rich Melching, with his Dude's Playground. And what a powerful interview that was. If you didn't get a chance to see it, well, today you get a chance to hear it for the first time. And we talk about so many levels of pain and trauma and mental health strife, but a wonderful respite called Dude's Playground that a lot of veterans come to, and anybody that's struggling with their mental health, and then suddenly they leave there and they feel like they're in a better space. So that is coming up for you at 8 o'clock. So we've got a lot to do. Okay, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, let's recap and just sit in the glory of what yesterday was all about. And then what I want from you, start thinking about what you want in the next 100 shows. And it starts today.
Envita Health and Wellness, where you can feel your best both inside and out. Envita isn't your typical med spa. They're a multi-specialty medical spa and wellness center serving St. Louis and its surrounding areas. They have ketamine for mental health and pain, IV therapy, medical weight loss, and aesthetics treatments. As board-certified anesthesia providers, Envita can ensure that their advanced treatments are provided safely with minimal to no pain. So let Envita take care of you. Call 314-394-0950 to book an appointment, or online envitahealthandwellness.com.
All right, welcome back. Let's get into the show. Some recaps, some workout, talking about Moulin Rouge, as well as events that are coming up starting tonight and into the next couple of weeks. It's going to be fun. But before we do that, let's make sure that you're heard. I talked about Julie Purcell signing on very early. Let us know where you're watching from, by the way, and which platform. Linda Eckerts, Julie Fabian, good morning, friends. That's exactly what you've all become. Sean, Karen Manzelli said, I'm sad I missed everything. Well, go back and watch it, Karen. It is a 2-hour show from yesterday. If you didn't get a chance to come down, it's okay. What I want to make sure you do, though, is support that wonderful woman who owns Just Be Kind Cafe and Coffee House. And that was the after picture. We just sat there and thought, oh my gosh, what an incredible show. All of us wearing the 300 glasses that Michelle made for us. That's the behind the scenes team. Marianne with me, some of her family, because again, we couldn't do it without family and friends around us. Julie said, beautiful 300th show yesterday. The picture of Jim when he was caught was hilarious. Hannah Gassman was behind the camera doing a wonderful job, and he didn't know what she was doing because she was panning from the case, and then he turned away, and then she went up to him. I hope you enjoyed that. Oh, yes. Look at those goodies. Marianne and her team put that box together, and I was like, oh my gosh, we do not need those. So my team took some, and then I said, let's drop these off with police or fire. So we've got them in the refrigerator right now, but they need to go out of this house because I'd have to have several workouts like I'm going to show you here shortly to get rid of those calories. It was a great show, Julie says. Kathy Holden Reed, good morning to you. Such a fun day yesterday. Congratulations from Kathleen Morris, who we could not have done the show without her being well aware that this place existed. And that's the cool thing. So she gets a Monica blue jacket. We're going to talk about our merchandise here in just a second, but she gets this beautiful blue jacket that we have, all thanks for turning us on to someone that booked us for a show. Bill Stadler, good morning. Actually get to watch live. Carrie, how have you been? I love it. Good morning, everybody. Leona, good morning to you. And let's see. Herbie's in Clayton is having a Kentucky Derby to raise funds for Special Olympics. Well, that's fantastic. We're actually doing something at 4 o'clock this afternoon, raising money for Special Olympics. So stand by for that. Good morning from Maryland. Yesterday was such a great show. So looking forward to Moulin Rouge this weekend. Okay, I've got that Moulin Rouge recap coming up for you in just a second. Michelle, good morning. I'll be sending an email for the cost of sponsorship of my travel business. Okay, let's go. Info at TheRealMonicaAdams.com. Marilyn says, ooh, Derby Day. Yes. Okay. So tomorrow, you guys take my mind everywhere. Tomorrow, I'm going to have Diane Isbell on. Hats by Diane. And you can bet I will be wearing a Derby hat as we get ready for Derby Day, which is Saturday. Cinco de Mayo, by the way, is Sunday. And for that, I'm going to start writing down your favorite Mexican spots. Let's give some love to the small businesses out there that need it to find out where your favorite Mexican place is. And we'll do that tomorrow. Okay. Today, let's focus on what we did yesterday, the workout. Don't want to overwhelm too much. Tomorrow, be ready. If you can't be on tomorrow, go ahead and drop it today. But tomorrow, I would like for you to give me the best Mexican restaurants in our area, Missouri side, Illinois side. Where should we drive to celebrate Cinco de Mayo on Sunday? That's what I'd love. Did you catch Channel 4's interview with Kathy about MoDOT stopping the free highway cleanup? I did not. I don't watch the news except for early in the morning, and they didn't have it on this morning. Luann, good morning, all. Let's see. Anybody else? Yes. Teddy Kalin, good morning to you. And Linda, so wished I would have been there yesterday. I was crazy busy for a retired person. Hey, I get it. Never fails when something fun comes up and I have either commitments. I will go by there soon. Please do. And when you go by, say, oh my gosh, Marianne, I loved the 300th show. Thank you so much for being a part of this. Can't wait to see your Derby hat. And yay, Cinco de Mayo. That's from Teddy. Pamela, good morning. Kathleen says, thank you so much for the Monica merchandise. I went back and watched it last night. Experienced the same excitement all over again. I just hated that I didn't get a chance to give you an extra hug. I know you had to rush off. And let's see, Meta Williams, good morning to you as well. It is 7:12. So you saw the pictures, and let me talk about this one for a second, though. It's the behind the scenes that I really love. That's Michelle, by the way, on the right-hand side, typing away, dropping in comments, dropping in links for you, doing all the work for you so you don't have to. Such a sweetheart. Obviously, one of my dearest friends, and she loves being a part of this team. And I think probably if she's honest, she'll tell you that one of the favorite things is to get out and meet all of you that spread the mission that we all are a part of. So yeah, Michelle working hard. And then the left picture, I just love the fact that we were able to interview the leadership team. And thank you to all the organizations that came out and talked with us. Good morning to you, Ron, as well. All right. So I mentioned that we've got something on tap tonight, that we're going to raise money for Special Olympics. So at 4 o'clock, till 6 o'clock, we're going to be at Plaza Frontenac on the lower level. Make it easy for you. Park, come down to the lower level, and it's going to be right next door to Canyon Cafe. It is the Kendra Scott store, and Kendra gives back and has been for decades. This is going to be giving back to Special Olympics with beautiful Grace Strobel and her mother, Linda. If you absolutely cannot come by and meet her, and I want you to so bad, we're going to start off the show at 4 o'clock this afternoon talking to Grace and Linda. And then we're going to sit down and we're going to talk to a representative, Jennifer, who is the general manager at the Kendra Scott store, Plaza Frontenac. And then we're going to talk to a representative from the Special Olympics. And I want to meet all of you. Come by. Buy something for your mom, because 20% of your purchase will be going to the Special Olympics. If you can't make it, you can shop online today and tomorrow with this code, GiveBack-Grace24. Write that down. Give back, you can see it right there, -Grace 24 if you absolutely can't come by. If you come by, though, we're going to have whatever you have in your purchase going to the Special Olympics. So beautiful jewelry, obviously, and then paying it forward and giving back. Grace, I cannot wait to see you in person, and I cannot wait to give to the Special Olympics. If you've never been to the store, by the way, isn't it beautiful? There you go. You're going to walk in tonight, and you're going to give Grace and myself big hugs. And you're going to buy some beautiful jewelry. Buy something for yourself, and then get something for your mothers. Don't forget Mother's Day right around the corner. And in fact, we've got a big Mother's Day show that I'm going to tell you about. But again, tonight, can't wait to see you. And there's Kendra Scott right there, 4 to 6. And that's going to be at Plaza Frontenac. How many of you are coming by? Come by, maybe stop and have dinner. Rich, Good morning to you, and you may have missed it, but today is your day for the audio podcast. Coming up in 45 minutes, we'll be hearing about Dude's Playground if you haven't. Back in the days, the old Casa Gallardo was my go-to. It's now Rosalita's with a great patio. Food was, I like the place off of Butler Hill and Old 21, I think. I don't know about that one, but yes, Casa Gallardo. Boy, you brought back some memories. We went to the one in Florissant regularly, and my dad would always leave there. Just unbuckle his belt and go, "Ugh, I'm so full." And I would always laugh. Why are you doing that to yourself? But my favorite, however, was Ruiz. I mean, I loved Casa Gallardo, but that was a chain. I like the small. Let's focus on the small businesses and give them some love. So, yes, Ruiz Castillo, which is up in Florissant. It is still there. They've been around for decades. I'm talking probably 50 years plus, and some of the best salsa you'll ever have in your life. Ask for the green salsa. Trust me on this. Ask for the green salsa. It's got a little bit of habanero in it. It is the thank you. If you can't be on tomorrow, I was mentioning you could do that. So thank you again. A big recap of yesterday. We loved it. Loved the community coming out, and can't wait to celebrate our 400th show, which will be, by the way, probably around October time, sometime in the fall. So let's start thinking about what you want over the next 100 days, 100 days, 100 shows as we get into the fall. What kind of shows would you like? What kind of topics would you like us to cover? What guests would you like us to have on? Okay, we'll work hard behind the scenes to do that. Let's talk a little bit about that merchandise. Know your value. Do you have your own mug, by the way? Mm-mm. What are you waiting for? We've got Know Your Value mugs. And then I mentioned that Kathleen's getting the jackets. As we move into the warmer weather, you're going to probably want your shirts so that you can spread this around to the people that meet you at the grocery store, at the gas station, dropping your kids off at school. Maybe you've got a dress down Friday and you're going to wear jeans and then you can have a nice shirt on. This is going to Julie. This is coming your way. This is her blue Know Your Value. And I do want to stress, because a lot of people wonder, size wise, do we go and make sure that we include everyone? You bet. When I made sure that when I came up with the idea of the merchandise, I made sure that everybody was going to be included. So I'm talking from extra small, my tiny little mama, to 4XL. I want no one to feel left out. Have you seen the new colors, by the way? This is like a Barbie doll pink, peppy pink, Michelle calls it. And then we've got the brand new teal color, which I think is really, really pretty. This is one of my favorite new colors. If you haven't seen, it's similar to what I'm wearing here. This is the Responder Rescue one that I did to support our law enforcement. But these are ours, saying Know Your Value on the front, and then it's got the Real Monica Adams logo on the side. So all it does is open up the conversation for people to say, oh, what's that? I love the message, but what's that? This needs to get to Deborah Grandison. This is hers. When she gets back from Italy, we got to have her on to talk about heart health and her message with the American Heart Association. We'll be doing that. So those are your almost all the colors. We also have green and we have purple. We are putting in a brand new order. Okay, so these all get customized and made up, and then they come back to us. Sometimes they do it as quick as 2 weeks, but 2 to 3 weeks. So who wants one of these by the end of May, and who hasn't gotten one yet? You can place your order right now. TheRealMonicaAdams.com. Kathleen says, I love the new colors. RealMonicaAdams.com, and then go to our shop. And then you can look at shirts. You can look at the mugs. You can look at the journals, jackets, the mugs. Again, all of that there for you with the message of knowing your value. Okay, who wants to know about a workout? Who actually is going to be able to do the workout? I'm going to take you through it pretty quick. We're not going to do it here together and spend the time. I just want to give it to you because I think a lot of you just need it to do on your own and be able to move on quickly, maybe come back to it, or maybe lunchtime do it. It's going to be a killer workout for your shoulders. I'm telling you, they're going to be on fire. So I took some quick video clips, and I can turn this, if you would like, I could turn this into a reel and put that up so you can stop it and see it. 4 sets, 12 reps. If you want to do it right now, what I would tell you to do is grab probably 2 sets of dumbbells, or you can get a barbell if you're a lot stronger. I like those easy curl bars. Maybe you can even use some kettlebells. I had clients that I put this through the other day. So we had multiple people in my basement. So I had them use plates as well. You can just hold on to plates. Anything that's, 3 pounds, 5 pounds, 8. I used anywhere from 7.5 pounds to 15. I had to run the gamut there. And as you start to go through the sets, it gets and burns more and more and more. So if you are wanting a good fitness routine and you want that aspect of motivation with Monica, well, that's coming up for you next.
She's a special woman and done so much for St. Louis.
Watching her work is one of the most incredible things you can see.
She just sees value in everyone.
Sometimes people just need you to sit with them and hear them. I feel heard.
The time flew by, and it was like sitting and talking to a friend.
Not only creating a better place here in St. Louis, but to inspire others. It's always great to have examples like you.
You have such a light and such a presence, and I could feel it this morning.
We knew right away when you started this, we wanted to be on your show. Thanks for having us.
And I look forward to seeing how you rock and roll and shake it up.
I love that music. Thank you again, Zach Kimball, for putting that wonderful promo together. And there'll be more and more and more like that. All right. So you've been asking for Monica's motivational moments to come back. They were so popular. We went through not only the fitness motivation, but a little inspiration that I was starting to mix in to make you understand the importance of your mental, your spiritual, physical health, that whole triangle of life theory that I came up with years back. And I started sprinkling that in. And I think it really, really took, because I get stopped by a lot of people in the street saying, you saved me during the pandemic. And trust me, that sends chills from head to toe to understand that that type of message that we were able to do in a 2-minute package was able to bring that kind of guiding light to you. And so we wanted to sprinkle those things back in. So I'm going to give you this fitness routine, and then I'll come back to your comments and your questions in just a second. Okay. I don't have it to bring up on the screen because I was going to originally walk you through this down in my basement, but instead I thought, let's do this and I can show them. You can grab this, you can come back to this and do this at any point that you want to. So I was at the Four Seasons Hotel for that Care STL gala over the weekend. And I took some of these videos. So, okay, let's take a look at this. This is going to be what you will use with dumbbells, or you can use a barbell. You're going to go in front of you and then you're going to come behind you. So please don't do this too much though, straining in the neck. You want to be able to have good shoulder mobility. So the biggest thing I would say is to stretch, 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 do movement, maybe with light weights or no weights at all prior to going and lifting the weights. Okay, so this is your first part. Take a look here. Front, behind, front and behind. That's in front of me by my collarbone and then going back behind. Okay, so 4 sets of 12 reps. And then behind, that is 1 set. Sorry, that is 1 rep. Okay, so when you go forward and then you go behind, that full rotation is 1 rep. Does anybody need to ask anything? Any questions about that before I show you the second exercise? I'll show you here one more time. If I had the barbell, because I don't know if you could see it great on that video, but one's going to go more here, okay? And you're going to tighten up the core as you're standing up. One's going to go in front of you, and then that shoulder mobility bringing you back to go back behind you. Forward, behind. That is 1 rep. You're going to do 12 of those, and then you're going to move on to the next exercise. 4 sets though, so you're going to have to come back to this. And trust me when I tell you that it really, really burns. It's really a killer shoulder exercise, but I'm giving it to you now because a lot of people are going to start wearing their sleeveless shirts, etc. Okay, let me show this one. And I do the flip of the dumbbell for a reason here. Okay, this is number 2. So they're not together like that. You're going to put the heels of your hands together. So it's not pointing with like the knuckle and the index finger. I've got the heels of them together and I'm going around in a circle. I would not use heavy weight on this. And let me stress, whenever I give you a workout routine, you've got to check with your doctors or a physical therapist, or if you've got any medical problem that would not allow you to do the workout, you need to check with them first. I can't stress that enough. Medical professionals that are helping you right now, ask them, hey, can I start this workout routine? They will be able to say yes or no if you can do this. All right. So far we've showed you what? Forward, back, and we've shown you this. And I stress again, it's not this way, it's this way. So this is how my hands were as I went around that arch. I'm going to show you the next one. And if you have any questions after the end of these, let me know. Okay, this one, I showed you to the side just so that you could see that one is static, meaning it's held in the air, and then one is moving. This one, again, you need to take, and I would take down in your weight. Now there's your front view. So side, hold in the air while the other one moves. Hold that one in the air while the other one moves. This to that is only 1 rep. You've got to do the full rotation. Holding and then moving, then the other side gets held and moved. Okay, so again, 12 reps, 4 sets, 12 reps. And then your final, this is the 4th of the series. This one is going to be a upright row into a front raise. Okay, so here's your upright row. Elbows come high, front raise. Elbows come high, front raise. We don't want a ton of rocking. Keep your core tight. And I'm coming up right about shoulder height. Notice in the upright row, boom, right there. Do you see my elbows are higher? The biggest thing I see wrong as a trainer are people that do this, the weight becomes too heavy. And right as you get to this point, they stop like this, their wrists start to bend, and my hands are up and my elbows are down. That's not right. There's a lot of Instagram videos that are out there that'll show you the slash through that's wrong, and then they will show you the right version. I'm speaking it to you right now. When you have the right weight, you're able to keep your hands like this, and the elbows peak at the highest point, and that's what's really building the shoulders. Okay, fantastic workout routine, and trust me, at the end of that, your shoulders are going to be screaming. 4 sets, 12 reps. Let's see. Diane Baker asked, are those 10 pounds? It depends on which one. Were you asking this one? When I did this to this, those were 10. When I did this to that, I had 15s. My biggest strength for myself, though, is in that overhead lift. The harder for a lot of people is the raises, the front raise, the side raise, the rear delt raise. Those are usually where you drop the weights down, so you're not rocking so much. But good question. Okay, yes, Diane, that's exactly what that was. So this right here for me was 10 pounds. You've got to find what works for you. Let's see, please put those shoulder workouts on a reel. I will do that, Marilyn, but you also have a chance now, since I put those all together, to go back and look at that. Anybody else have any questions about that workout routine? And do you like that? Would you like me to do more of those? Do you like the fact that I'm just kind of holding it there and walking you through that? I thought that might work good, as I can stop the video and kind of go through. But again, I can also turn that into stories and reels that you can have, and then hang on to it, save it for yourself. So shoulder workout routine. And then if you do that, let me know if you loved it. Let me know any questions you have or any issues. Good to see you at the gala. Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate that. So workout routines will give you, mental motivation will give you, again, the 8 o'clock dropping of Dude's Playground. Don't miss it on Spotify, on Apple, whatever, wherever you get your audio podcast. We do have a podcast on top of our show on Thursdays that drops for you again at 8 a.m. every Thursday. Kathy says, yes, please. Okay, you do want me to continue doing them like that. Well, I thought that might work best. All right, everybody. So that's the workout. Last night, we had a chance to go see Moulin Rouge. How many of you saw the movie, by the way? The Nicole Kidman, Ewan McGregor movie a while back. Well, last night, Jim and I had a nice date night out after celebrating our 300th show, and we went to see Moulin Rouge. And let me just say, without giving it away, because I do want you to go and see Moulin Rouge, the playbill that I have here is going, and I haven't had a chance to look at it yet, is going to give me the name of the person that I was in awe of. Marilyn said that she's going to see it. How many of you are going to see Moulin Rouge? It opened last night, and it will go through May 12th. Oh, actually, it says it opened on April 30th. Okay, well, I went last night. but it goes through May 12th. So you've got some time to see it. Get your tickets. Terry says she loves Moulin Rouge, so you need to go see it. You need to see this live. The guy that plays the role that Ewan McGregor played just absolutely blew me away. I'm like, what? Okay, that's funny. So his name is Christian. His actual name is Christian Douglas. I need to find this guy and I need to see him somewhere else because he was incredible. Satine, which is, of course, Nicole Kidman's role, that's Gabrielle McClinton. Woo, want to talk about a shoulder routine. Jim and I both were like, wow, that girl's got great arms. The ensemble cast, the dancing, whoever was part of putting the set design together, the lights. Oh, I do want to stress this. So if you have any problems with strobe lights, flashing lights, just be aware that that does exist in this show. It's more so in the very beginning, even before the show really starts, a good 10, I'd say 15 minutes while people are gathering into their seats, just enjoying time with their family and friends. There's lights that are going back and forth and up and down, and there's people walking out on stage, and on stage just kind of tantalizing you with the behind the scenes of the Moulin Rouge in France. And that's the time that I actually kept looking away because of what the lights were doing. I will say, and I do have some issues with light sometimes from my concussion, but once the show started, I never had any issues. 2 hours and 35 minutes, by the way. Woo, the long lines of the bathroom. And by the way, let me give you this little secret. Shh, the secret's out. If you want to bypass the long line, ladies, it's gotten kind of bad for guys too. Go to the bathroom as you walk towards curtain call lounge. Okay, do that for me and you'll be able to bypass that. But that's our secret. So I give you a little bonus information watching the show. Go, Marilyn, don't wait in the long line. Go to the bathroom. You're walking through the lobby and you go to the right. You look like you're leaving, but you're not. You're walking out the doors. You're going to go to the right and you're going to go downstairs. There's a bathroom down there. And there's not a lot of people that know about this. It is getting out a little bit more than it used to, but I think that will help you because the line was literally all the way back to the other side of the theater last night. I'm like, no way. Okay, Terry, I just said that it runs 2 hours and 35 minutes. The dates for Moulin Rouge, as I said, run from April 30th to May 12th. I can look it up, just didn't know if someone knew. Okay, I guess Terry must have walked away from her screen because I just said both of those things. Got to tease you, Terry. My favorite Elton John song. Great idea. Never thought of that. I know, Marilyn. I'm just giving you little secrets here. If you did not see the movie Moulin Rouge, and this is what Jim had not seen and he didn't understand, he's like, why are they doing all these songs? That's what's done in the movie. If you've never seen the Baz Luhrmann movie, there's songs that you absolutely love and you're like, oh, that song, this song, all these pop songs and this mashup of songs. The singing is second to none. The dancing is phenomenal. In fact, the dancing that's done to the song Roxanne, which is one of my favorite parts of the movie, and they do the tango. That woman's flexibility and dancing prowess is unbelievable. Her leg goes straight up. She literally holds it up against her face. And I'm like, I love to dance, but I mean, that I just dream of being able to dance like that. I would pull a hammy. The dancing, the set design, the lighting, you guys nailed it 10 times over. So again, look out. And Marilyn, when you go, and anybody else that gets a chance to go, tell me what you think of Gabrielle McClinton and Christian Douglas. And by the way, there's eye candy for the girls and there's eye candy for the guys. So it's definitely a win-win all around. But these are the two people that I want you to tell me about. They were amazing. I love him. That voice, I cannot wait to see. I got to find out anything else that he's in. And once you see him, Marilyn and everybody else that's going to go, do me a favor and tell me if he doesn't just blow you away. I mean, there are good looking people in this in this musical. There are incredible dancers in this musical, and it's just pulling you in. Jim said as we left, he's like, that was really good. I really enjoyed that. So, of course, Lady Marmalade. Michelle just asked if that's in it. Yes, it is. That song, of course, is in it, and then everything else that you know from the movie. So there you go. Rave reviews. I'm giving it 5 stars. All of these that I see keep bumping up the last one. I went and saw Cher the musical, and that was at the Stiefel Loved that. And I'm like, wow, never saw this, never saw this. And that's what you love, is introducing yourself to new musicals. And then, of course, going to these standards that you've always loved since you were growing up. See those again. I'm looking forward later at the end of this month is MJ the Musical. Are you a fan of Michael Jackson's songs? I hear it's incredible. And my friend that is my contact at the Fox, she actually went to see it in another state just to kind of see what's coming our way. And she said it is wonderful. I'm sure that's going to be infectious energy, and we'll probably all be dancing right by our seats at the end. You can get up and dance at the end. We had to rush out because Jim had to get up really early. So if you don't have to, when the show feels like it's ending, they'll hit this, and then all of a sudden they come out and they're doing Lady Marmalade again, and I think and more. I was like trying to peek up on my tippy toes to look down. I was like, I hate that we didn't get a chance to see the ending. So those of you that go, do me a favor and let me know how long that ending part went. This is the dancing part as soon as they do Lady Marmalade. It probably didn't go too much longer, but I'd say stay in your seats if you can. If you don't have to rush off and get up at 4 o'clock in the morning, do that. Okay? Boom. That's my review. Terry says, listen. I think listen is your word every single day. Julie, MJ, yes, we have tickets. Diane, okay, let's do this for Diane. I mentioned earlier, I'm thinking she just came on. Diane is going to be my guest tomorrow. Diane's going to join me to talk about getting your hats. Woo! Have you ever seen this one? This is the one that I wore last year. And this is a creation by the wonderful and talented Hats by Diane. She did this because this is my favorite color. Oh my gosh. Isn't this gorgeous? You can't have this one. This is mine. However, you can have your own gorgeous creation by the beautiful Hats by Diane. Do you have your derby hat? If you don't, please don't buy it from a box store. Don't run into a chain. Buy it from my friend. And she does have some gorgeous ones available to you just in time for you to go to your derby party, host your derby party, go out to a restaurant or a bar that's throwing a big event, have your hat on. That hat so captured you, Marilyn. You need your own. So many locals do not realize the amazing theater at the Fox and some at Stiefel, but also stages in Kirkwood. Oh yeah, we were talking about stages last night. I went to the old stages. I haven't been to the new location, Marilyn. They've had some great shows, she says, as well. Let's see. Yes. Did I miss anybody? Moulin Rouge. Love Moulin Rouge. Yep. Okay, no, I think I got everybody. Thank you. Boom. That's what happens when you put a hat on. Thank you, Michelle. So, hats for this weekend. One will be a sombrero for Cinco de Mayo, and one will be those beautiful creations. I don't know. Let me put this hair down. Diane, you don't do sombreros, do you? Probably not. But we need a sombrero to celebrate Cinco de Mayo, and then we need our derby hat for Sunday. So 2 big celebrations, and tomorrow we're going to talk about your favorite Mexican places. Let's not do it too much. Wait a minute. Diane wrote really quick, so I don't know what that one says. So Linda, stages years ago had some great shows. They still do, and now it's in this beautiful location that they moved to. But there's other ones as well. I mean, I like going to the Loretta Hilton Theater. That's with the campus of Webster University. Have you ever been there? That is more opera. I saw The Rape of Lucretia there, and I don't know Italian, but they always say, you don't need to, because you really can feel their passion in the songs as it's going along. And I just always think of the movie Pretty Woman, and she's sitting there and she's moved to tears. That's how I was as well. Last night's show was incredible. I do not think the smile left my face the entire time. Becky says she gives it 5 stars as well. Becky, what did I miss though, since Jim had to leave? We just started running up the aisle at the end. I did a thunderous applause for everyone in the ensemble. They just started to dance again. And then what did I miss? This errant hair here. Sorry, everybody. What was that? Or maybe that's not. Maybe that's behind me. That's my hair. Diane says, I've been up all night finishing hats, so my typing is not so great. That's okay. You are something is what you were trying to say. I don't know what it was. Becky, though, tell me what I missed, and everybody else, to not get them to leave to see Moulin Rouge. And you've got some time over the next couple of weeks. Buy your tickets. I can't stress that enough. All right, let me take a quick break. And then I want to tell you about some things that are coming up and some people that I'm super excited to introduce you to over the next several weeks. All right, stay tuned. You're going to see hats by Diane, by the way, I think, in this promo.
We need women to lift women up.
Let's do that. Being on Monica's show, it was like one of the best interviews I've ever had.
Monica's very real, and she really cares about people.
She's changing lives.
Changing lives.
I think this is just really what people want to see.
Giving back so much to the community, and I really appreciate it.
Today, Monica was extraordinarily real, not only with me, but with her viewers and her listeners.
Made the interview process like talking to a friend.
How are you doing? See you. Haven't seen you in a few weeks.
Hey. You're close.
Monica. Whoa.
So go out in this world and be anything you want to be. But before you do that, first, be kind.
Okay, let's go. It's 7:41. We've had fun. We've done a lot. We've covered a lot of ground. We talked about our 300th show, in case you missed it yesterday. We talked about 4 to 6 p.m. this afternoon at Plaza Frontenac. Come by, say hi. The show will be live from 4 to 5. We'll be talking about Special Olympics, giving back to them. We'll be talking about following your dreams with Grace Strobel, this beautiful model from St. Louis. She has Down syndrome, and she believed, and so did her mom. So Mom Linda will be there. And then Jennifer, the general manager with Kendra Scott. Thank you, Kendra Scott, for collaborating with all of us. Can't wait for that. We've got so many opportunities for you to come by and see us. So people keep saying, I really would love to meet you in person. I'd love to be with one of these shows. We're getting all over the place, all the counties, all the things, Missouri and Illinois. I mentioned that we also have other opportunities for you that are coming up very soon. So if you cannot be there tonight from 4 to 6, you can shop for yourself. Mother's Day, again, right around the corner. So why not buy something for you and for your mom or your daughters or whoever? Take care of the ladies on Mother's Day. And why not give back? Buy something from Kendra Scott because they are giving back. If you cannot come, by the way, you can shop online one more time. You can see the 20% off code is giveback-grace24. I should say hyphen. Great giveback-grace24. And that's shopping today or tomorrow. You can use that code to give back. Let's do that. Let's raise some really big money for the Special Olympics and all the incredible things they do. I said Mother's Day. Mother's Day, by the way, our team will be at the Farmers and Artisans Market. And I need, John, if you're watching, by the way, I will be calling you back. I had a busy day yesterday. We're going to do our testing and get ready for that. We're going to be outside. It's going to be a beautiful day. It better be. I know we've got rain, but hopefully it'll be good. They've got a bunch of tents and a lot of vendors that'll be there. I'd love to celebrate Mother's Day with you and your moms. I want to do a huge mashup of pictures and a big collage of all of us meeting each other's mothers. I'm going to give you a lot of hugs that day. Farmers and Artisans Market. This is going to be in O'Fallon, Missouri. I call it the Pantera's parking lot, right there off of 70 and Highway K. Do you have any plans? If you do, can you come by even for a little bit? Take a quick picture. Let's get you in a line with quick pictures. Anybody that says I have to rush off, I'll run over to you really quick, take the picture, and then you can head to church or to brunch or wherever you're going. But just stop by and give a little love to the vendors if you can. Grab something as a present. Grab something to eat. You can take those things along with you. And if you're open to adopting a dog, there's going to be diamonds in the rough there for you. We had them on a couple weeks ago. They are going to have puppies and they're also going to have adult dogs. So I love them. They brought a dog on set for us. We had a lot of fun with them. That's all going to be from 10 a.m. to noon on Mother's Day. We would love to see you there. Becky said they went on for a little while. Nobody wanted it to end. I love when everyone is out of their chairs dancing. I highly recommend everyone going while they're here. We also can't wait for MJ. Yeah, that's going to be fun. So if you go to Moulin Rouge, don't leave. I don't know. I saw about a minute of it. I have a feeling they went on for about 5 minutes. So that, if you're just tuning in, that has to do with the review I gave. Go back and watch the beginning of the show so you can see the review on Moulin Rouge. That's the beauty, by the way, of streaming, is that you have all these 300 shows that we've done that you can go back and pick and just watch them all again. Okay, are you ready? We are busy. We're so busy as a community getting ready. Oh, I didn't say this. I want to thank also Rawlings. Did you see our show, by the way, that we did on Tuesday? And then afterwards, Michelle took some pictures of me designing my own glove that's going to be on set. Look at that color. You know that's the one I chose, but you can't see the rest of it until about 6 weeks from now because it's being customized. That and a custom bat that we're going to have on set because we don't have a sports wall yet, but I think that's a good idea. Jim actually said, what do you think about having a sports wall? We'll have these cleats that he bought at the Care Gala that we can put on set. We can actually rotate things. I've got a ton of stuff from the years that I was a assistant sports director. I don't know if you all know that. I covered sports for a while, the Cardinals, the Blues, the Rams, for many, many years, 12 years actually. So I've got a lot of things, a lot of autograph stuff. Maybe we do a rotating sports set. Don't you like how my mind thinks? I just came up with that idea. I think that's a good idea. That way we showcase all different sports and a lot of different players. So thank you to Rawlings, the experience that's at Westport Plaza. That was on Tuesday. We've been busy. And then we had the big 300th show yesterday. We did not do Wet Your Whistle Wednesday. We took a break. I needed a little break. And we will be back actually live on set at Defiance Ridge Vineyards on May 8th, which is the night of the Mexican dinner party that they're going to have. They will have some tequila pairings and the food looks delectable. You'll just be coming off Cinco de Mayo, and I know you're going to want to keep those flavors and the seasonings going. So Wednesday, buy your tickets. Tickets are still available at Defiance Ridge Vineyards. We'll be back with Chuck in person at Defiance Ridge next Wednesday. So that's another live opportunity for you to come out to. And then, as I mentioned, we've got Mother's Day. Let me make sure I'm not missing anything else because we are just going boom, boom, boom. Mark these on the calendar or go to our calendar, TheRealMonicaAdams.com. You go to the events, and then Michelle's got all of these placed on the calendar for you. So that you can come out and see us. So yes, so we do Wet Your Whistle Wednesday. We are going to be at Yuppie Puppies Forever Rescue, Yuppie Puppy in Cottleville. There's a pet spa in Cottleville and there's one in Wing Haven. That, by the way, is usually every other Thursday. Now, this particular month has 5 Thursdays. So we are going to do the 9th, and then our next one will be the 23rd. Have you been there for their grooming? Have you been there for their resort hotel? Have you been there for daycare for your puppies? Please support those that support us. Thank you to Jessica. I miss you, by the way. I haven't seen you in a little bit. Positive Talk Time, as you see, is every other Thursday. Wet Your Whistle is usually every Wednesday, except for last night. We will be there all the way through July. And on July 4th, I would love for you to join us for the big Ruby Lee concert. How many of you bought your tickets already? Don't wait to the last second. Ruby Lee, live in concert July 4th at Defiance Ridge. And I did see somebody say, can you have Ruby on again? Stick around. Fireworks with this particular concert because she's going to light the stage up, and then dual fireworks. Defiance Ridge Vineyards, buy the tickets if you haven't yet. And yeah, Ruby would probably love to come on again. She and I really enjoy it. She's been on now, 2-3 times. She was in studio with us, and then I had her at Defiance Ridge. Oh yeah, and then I brought her out on stage. So yeah, we'll definitely do that and keep maybe as she gets closer. Do you know she's going to be singing in the Grand Ole Opry? Buy your tickets to go see her there in Nashville. I'm so happy for her. She got the word that she was going to be performing there and started crying, rightfully so, because she was asked before and she had a pass on it. Let's see. Becky, do not leave, she says. I'm sure MJ will be fantastic. Have you seen the lineup for next season? So excited. I did. we were actually, and I want to give a shout out to the restaurant across the street. We were going to eat at Curtain Call where we normally eat. However, it was packed, and I do mean crazy packed. So if you want to eat there, you better get there early. We went across the street. I don't know how to pronounce it. If it's Luca, Lucha, food, unbelievable. So maybe go there for Cinco de Mayo. Great Mexican. They have a tamal that I was going to get, but instead I got the shrimp a la diabla. I love spicy food, by the way. It was fabulous. Wonderful seasonings, not too spicy. Jim ordered a little guacamole beforehand. Wonderful. And he was like, this is really, truly authentic Mexican. The margarita I had, Cadillac margarita. And I put a little tahini around the rim. Fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. Highly recommend. 5 stars I will give to that restaurant as well. And across the street, I was looking at the marquee, Maryland, and I said, 6. And my foxy lady loved the shows and then to dinner. A beautiful noise, Neil Diamond, to mention a few. My foxy lady loved the shows and then to dinner. Yes. What else did I see? Darn it. Oh my gosh, I need to pull it up. But I saw 6, and that was what drew me in right away. Yes, 6 is going to be incredible. Oh, Hamilton, of course. If you haven't gotten your tickets for Hamilton yet. Oh gosh, there was another one though that drew me in. Anyway, look at what's coming up for the next season. They just keep outdoing themselves year after year, season after season. I love the Fox. That takes me back to being a kid. Oh, Mercantile on Main at Maine. How are you? These are some of the people that watched us yesterday or came out to us. Mercantile at Maine. Thank you for visiting our charming town of DeSoto and spotlighting our Just Be Kind Cafe for your 300 episode. This town comes together and supports. It was very nice watching you and doing what you love to do in our community. Always say, love what's local. I love it. Thank you so much. There were so many of you that welcomed us to your town and welcoming me back, since that was really my stomping grounds in the beginning. I love it. Mercantile at Maine. I loved all the organizations, all the shops. Unfortunately, we had to head out to get back to the dogs, but I wanted to go by and visit the folks at Mueller Electric Furniture and Bedding, because they told me to come in. I believe my team's going to be reaching out to you. Maybe we can do a show from your place. Maybe you can become part of the show as a regular sponsor, because again, why wouldn't you want your name of your business synonymous with optimism, synonymous with positivity? Jim and I were driving home, and just as we were about 2 miles from the house, he's been talking for a while now about this place that they have these Adirondack chairs that are setting out front. Ladies and gentlemen, we have been in our house for the last 8 years, I believe, or it's coming up on 8 years. Yeah, I think this month, or I don't know. Maybe we moved in July or August. Anyway, never have we gone in there, because I thought it was just somebody selling, kind of like a Facebook marketplace thing, these Adirondack chairs that hadn't been moved. And so Jim's like, oh yeah, see, I showed you those chairs. And so as we went to go by, I'm like, well, let's go ahead and look at them. And he's like, okay. So he turned around, we go in. Holy cow. He will put any outside patio furniture to shame. There are people that travel, he says, an hour plus to get his furniture a heck of a lot less and beautiful. So if you like the Adirondack look, which we do, sit around by a bonfire, put them around by your pool. But I'm not talking the ones that just sit down low. Now he's got these gorgeous rectangle and circular tables. I don't want to give it away because I do want him to be a part of the show, but it is... There's so much in this showroom that I didn't realize was there, that there was actually a showroom. So it's this building, but as he brought us in, they've got some, then there was another room, and he's like, we've got more around back. And then he goes, now let's go outside. Well, it's kind of hidden from the street. There's just furniture everywhere that is stunning. And they can put these we're going to do a different color combination. So I'm definitely giving him my business because I want to shop local. That's for outside patio stuff. If you are in need, reach out to me. I sent him a proposal yesterday, so I'm hoping. He sounded like he really wanted to come on. But I love the fact that he took the leap during the pandemic and just started doing it out of his garage. And then he bought this building in Imperial, and he's been doing this. And he said that he's got, I'm not going to say the ones that he's taken business away from, but I'll just tell you that the people who are running the businesses that have been around for a while definitely didn't like the fact that he started to encroach on their business. And I was like, hey, he's doing it great. It's less. And he says that his product's better. I'm just going to say, all right. I didn't tell you the name of it yet. He's got to come on board for me to give you the name. It's my little secret. If you reach out to me privately, I'll probably give it to you. But yeah, he has to do that. Fantastic. What is the date for Ruby? Maryland, 4th of July. 4th of July, you've got to come. Happy for Ruby. Oh, I'm sorry. The date for her Grand Ole Opry, I don't remember. You'd have to make sure you follow Ruby. Michelle might be able to look that up for you while I'm talking. If you follow Ruby, she was announcing that. But yeah, you might, if you have a trip, you're going to Tennessee, maybe you go see her. Yes, Mueller Furniture, family owned, would be a good sponsor, a great sponsor. Well, they were commenting and loving and liking everything yesterday and asking us to come in. I would love to buy our furniture from a local small business. They need our support. Shop local. So yes, either myself or maybe Todd, who's working for us in Las Vegas, or Michelle, we will definitely be reaching out for sure. I just wanted to take a little break. Terry, we bought our Amish bedroom furniture from Mueller's. The one down in DeSoto, I want you to support the one in DeSoto. There's one, by the way, in Lake St. Louis. It's not the same. And it's not pronounced Mueller, by the way. Mueller in DeSoto. Okay, August 2nd. Thank you, Stephanie. Stephanie says August 2nd is the Grand Ole Opry date. Linda, the Mueller Electric and Furniture Store is a great place if you're shopping for furniture. Great prices. That is in DeSoto, Missouri. Our family, that's what she says, who all have their tickets already for the Grand Ole Opry debut, August 2nd. You're going down to Tennessee? How cool. I love that. Okay, yeah, Terry, it's not the same. Ruby Lee, Michelle just gave you, at the Grand Ole Opry, August 2nd. How many of you are going to see that? That's pretty awesome. Yeah, some big things coming up for sure. All right, let me thank Madonna, who I have fallen in love with, and so is Michelle. She went with me on the sight test the other day. Michelle's giving her hugs. You are going to love this woman. And she's not just going to be seen, by the way, on May 16th. I want to thank her so much. As we thank all of our sponsors, you are now going to see Just Pools on a regular basis, because after May 16th, she joins the team. You all want to do me a favor and welcome Madonna and the entire team at Just Pools in Arnold on the West Outer Road. So this is the time. Coming up in a few weeks, all the public pools will open up, but a lot of you are opening up your own. So if you need chemicals, you need those floaties, you've got a hot tub, you need spa materials, you need some advice on having your water that crystal clear, you need a pool. That's the biggest thing. You want an above ground pool, you want to have an in-ground pool finally put in. There's a massive, and I do mean massive, sale coming up Memorial weekend. And it's going to be 2 days of slashing the prices big time. If you want an in-ground pool, and trust me, I'm shaking my head, you do, because it's going to be a life changer for you. Let our friends at Just Pools design that and put that in for you. In fact, if you do that this Memorial weekend, they will get an opportunity to put that in for you as early as this fall. You know, during the pandemic, everybody was like 2 years behind being able to deliver that, and not the case anymore. So live at 7 a.m., May 16th, we're going to sit out by the pool. JustPoolsAndSpas.com, 3987 West Outer Road. Cannot wait for that one. That's one coming up. And then let's show you some other ones. Sunset Overlook. This is what it looks like. Michelle and I had a chance to go and check out what it looks like. Julie Ingold is the owner, and she has booked us to be there on June 13th. That's an evening one. So for those of you that say, oh, I can't swing by in the morning, or I can't do the afternoon, there you go. 7 to 8:30 in the evening. Why that time frame? Because we want to be there. Little music, some wine, good food, and then watch the sunset from the overlook. Do you see that? They've got an igloo, by the way. And I know there's heaters that people have. There might even be a little way for us to have fans in there in case it's a hot day. Otherwise, you can sit underneath the patio, enclosed in, or out on those chairs. And there's a back portion that we'll show you with a bunch of really cool areas to sit as well, or inside, listening to some good music. June 13th, mark that on your calendar. That's in Columbia, Illinois. And before that, though, we're going to be at Firefly Grill. This is in Chesterfield. My friend Christy, who I used to work with, I was a waitress and a bartender at Copperoo's in Florissant, and that's where she and I met. Oh my gosh, 30 years ago? I've known her for a long time. I'm so proud of her. She used to be involved in a bar restaurant that was in O'Fallon, Missouri. Then she broke away. She actually got divorced and found love again, the true soulmate love of her life. We'll talk about all those things. And then she opened this, her dream, Firefly Grill in Chesterfield. Isn't it beautiful? I can't wait for that. That's going to be an afternoon happy hour show on May 30th. May 30th from 4 to 5. So I'm giving all these to you so I can show you my friends' places. And then Michelle's done a wonderful job of putting those all on our website, TheRealMonicaAdams.com, clicking on the events calendar, and then make plans right now. Start telling people, family, friends, coworkers, go out at happy hour afterwards. Join us at these events. Come by and tell us what you are loving about the show. And can anybody hook me up with bubbly water? This is what Michelle thinks. I took this picture one day and she's like, oh my gosh, I love the fact that you match the color of the bubbly. I was heading out for a night out and took that picture, and I'm like, we just need to get hold of them and tell them they need to be a part of our show. First of all, I love Michael Bublé, as I know many of you do, but I think they need to be a part of us. I drink that water regularly, so it's synonymous with the real aspect of me. Come on, Bubbly. Come on, somebody that knows Bubbly. Get them on our show. Ruby Lee at the Grand Ole Opry. Anyway, yes, Michelle's idea was that I take a picture in every color of their cans. I have to get a lot of new clothes, which Jim would not want me to do. I want a pool, but hubby doesn't. Well, Terry, trust me, just sweet talk them, and I bet you'll get your way. Julie Purcell, same thing. Sweet talk them. Sunset Overlook is absolutely beautiful, Rich says. Can't wait to see you guys there. I love it. Spread the word, spread the word, spread the word. Woohoo, Sunset Overlook. Julie Purcell, thank you so much. Looking forward to going to Sunset. Somebody else. Okay, we've got a lot of people that are going to be out there. Stephanie says, can't wait for Sunset. Oh my gosh, a lot of you. Bubbly, yes, Michelle, we need you as a sponsor. That's adorable. Perfect match. Just need a hats from Diane to match all of them. Yeah, Diane's fast at work with a lot of things she's doing already. Let's go, Bubbly. Hashtag them. Hashtag Michael Bublé. Terry, you got to keep trying. You got to bat your eyes a little bit better. Come on. If not, an above ground pool, in-ground pool, maybe get a hot tub. They've got hot tubs there as well. Do us a favor, though, and support those that support us, because if we didn't have these incredible sponsors, we wouldn't be able to do this every day. There's Diane. She's still watching. So they said we need a hat for every outfit for the bubbly water. Okay, have you bought your tickets for this yet, by the way? I haven't talked about it in a few days. Cultivating a Vision, Thursday, May 9th. So a week from today, we will be with Kasha Sitars. And what are these nights all about? Crystal, by the way, just signed on. Crystal, why don't you tell them what the night's all about and what it's meant to you? She's been at one of them. We've had many of you. I would love to see you put yourself first, right? Who's the most important person in the equation of your life? The answer is you. But are you carving out the vision for yourself? Are you completely lost? Are you overwhelmed? Are you hanging on to the horror of the past, the trauma, the drama, the toxicity? It doesn't serve you. Let it go, but let us help you let it go, because you trying to do it on your own evidently hasn't worked. 6 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. in the evening on Thursday, May 9th. Kids under the age of 18 are absolutely free. And by the way, you already missed your opportunity for the $35 ticket. It's $40 right now. And by next week, or actually, I'm sorry, by Saturday. So after tomorrow, the price will go up again. Why wait? Buy the ticket now, folks. And then bring the kids along so they can get their message. Crystal, bringing a group to Sunset as well. Holy cow, we're going to have a huge group there. Friend lives in Columbia, so her family will likely be there too. I think we're going to have the entire patio. Well, spread the word. I'd like to see that kind of response at every one of our events coming up. Just like we did in DeSoto yesterday. I think Mother's Day, I'm hoping, will be big. Obviously, Sunset Overlook's going to be big. Get all the friends and family to come to Chesterfield for the Firefly Grill. And on and on and on and on. I love this. Well, thank you, by the way, everybody, for showing up big time. One of the things that I want you to do also is scan this QR code. I'm going to leave it up on the screen for just a bit. That is so that you can follow us on TikTok. We're going to do some fun things there. In fact, I have a little dance that's on TikTok that none of you have seen if you only follow us on our other platforms. Scan the code, follow us on TikTok, and tell me what fun, crazy, silly things you would like for me to do, or inspiring things or motivating things that you would like for me to do on TikTok, because let's take over and make sure that we spread that positivity on every single platform that we can. Again, the live shows are right now on Facebook and YouTube and X and Instagram and Rumble. And then we do our reels and stories on all those as well as TikTok. I am also on Truth Social and Twitch, which we broadcast on Twitch yesterday. I think that's more of a gaming platform though. But hey, you want us on a platform? That's one of the things I said. Moving forward in the next 100 shows, what would you like to see us on? What topics would you like to see us do? All that good stuff. I don't want this to have gone to waste. So yesterday, one of the platforms said that we were wrapping up in like 7 seconds. So I thought we were going. Fortunately, we were still on the main one on Facebook, and we are coming up close to, I think, 26,000. We were just at 25,000 like a week and a half ago. That's how fast the movement of all of you sharing and telling people to watch our page, watch our shows. It's growing and growing and growing. And it's all thanks to you. You're doing your job. Your homework behind the scenes is to spread the word of positivity. One of the things, though, I think you may have missed is this wonderful recap of the last 300 shows. So as we wrap up today, I'll say the same thing that I always do is please just be kind. You know, if you're in a bad mood, just know that somebody can lift you up with a simple smile, a look in the eye to say that you're mattered and you're seen and you're worthy. Spread the love of kindness. Just do it. Know your value. understand the mental, spiritual, physical health is all important in the balance of life. And right now, I want you to tune in on the audio podcast to listen to Rich Melching and his wonderful interview with Dude's Playground, and enjoy this, the look back at 300 shows and counting. Today, 301. God bless you all. Have a beautiful Thursday.